to this place. I'm on a different headspace. I'm still trying to piece myself together. So please have patience. I sit on this couch like every day, thinking about the things that I can't change. But damn, I just wanna relax, kick my feet and put them on the table. Maybe steal the gold from all the rainbows. What we have is real. We have so much in common. Definitely someone I would like to go back home with. Turn off the TV. You can play those songs and we can live inside this moment. I swear it feels so infinite. Couch energy and conscious conversation. Best remedy, explore imagination. Couch energy and conscious conversation. Best remedy, explore imagination. Freeloader's paradise. Please don't ask me for advice. My screws loosen up sometimes. I have a very colorful mind. Don't need no drugs to cope. This is one of those sober notes. I've been rocking the same clothes. I don't even do no squat go. Television is a trap. I still watch it anyways. I don't really take it serious. I understand it's entertainment. Everything is systematic. Energy so static. Foreplay fantastic. Couch surfing the best way. What we have is real. We have so much in common. Definitely some I would like to go back home. Turn off the TV. You can play those songs and we can live inside this moment. I swear it feels so infinite. Couch energy and conscious conversation. Best remedy, explore imagination. Couch energy and conscious conversation. Best remedy, explore imagination.
Very good morning. So we are so excited to be back. We are actually both on the same level. We are both greeting you guys, So it is a very good morning. It is to you guys because it is certainly a good morning to us.
It is a very good morning to us this morning, a Wednesday.
5 to weekend.
10 to, please,
yeah.
Next, call it 10 to.
So we are almost there. Thank you so much for joining us, guys, and welcome to Community Connection, Comm-Connect. We are actually called Connect. We are actually connecting in Melville and its surrounding areas and connecting it with Johannesburg. So it isn't actually about Melville, but it's actually about all communities. So do not feel left out. Everybody thing to say about the community, Sila.
They might be from Eastern Cape watching. I mean, if you want to say something about Mthatha or anywhere, just connect with us. We are live on YouTube. Put in your comments. Talk to us.
Anything you want to say, guys. Talking is what we do best. And I think one thing what makes us happy today is the fact that we're actually being told that our viewers go TikTok. So with 300 and something, guys. I mean, come on.
That is an achievement.
It is an achievement.
And
it is
possible if it
wasn't for you guys, because at the end of the day, this is about you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys are actually having a fantastic Wednesday because we are having a fantastic Wednesday. It is akukudala namhlanje akuboni. There's that energy nyana, you know.
I don't got the energy from the song. I mean, I got the energy from the song.
Kind of songs that she likes, guys. As I said, if you guys were watching on Monday, she's not from this end.
I told you,
This
man.
world. She's coming from the old world. You know? So we have some understanding. Actually, guys, what's happening? With years or we are humble or shine.
I guess it's a hump.
Simple stop. Basically, that's what she's saying. So we've got actually a fantastic and great show heading for you guys. As you guys always know, we've got my topic.
Banger topics, hot topics, and hot guests. All the time.
And as usual, as we have the sit up, we bring you professional things, you know, quality, and with quality comes quantity. I mean, quantity is you guys are actually now watching us, and you guys are loving us.
Interacting with us.
Exactly. That's actually quantity coming, you know. So mawumuntu owazi abantu abazi abantu, do what you do best. Tshela umngani kamngani.
Atshele umngani
wakhe ukuthi Yolanda noSky are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 until 12. And I didn't follow you guys.
Asawuze man.
You can't go like say
SAD.
See community talk show.
Oh, SAD, yes. Yeah. I was inquiring. Currently, I'm at school now. Currently, I'm at school. So yes, I'm at college. I'm doing sound I'm doing journalism and radio production. So I wanted to inquire and to further my studies. Yeah. Yes. Yes. This is how it's okay. I want to study sound engineering.
Dancing, you know.
Yes.
So you're like, guys, did you share that song?
Yes,
That's a chill song to welcome us. Imagine we are packed inside the show.
It's
No one to be welcome.
I'm not sure even it's 5 or 4.
Yes. Let us
I'm not sure, but I'm not sure. But I'm gonna ask. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So yes, I got through it.
Rising. Keeps on rising.
Yeah.
Like, you know. So.
Yes.
And just put it for us right now.
Yeah, he must. And I think Ingoma that he should
Okay.
say.
All right.
And this Subanga away.
Okay. Yes.
That's the song that I'd like to hear.
Okay. Thank you.
Like, that's the song that you always like to hear.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Featuring Mr. Mo.
Hmm?
DJ Kennedy.
Oh.
Featuring Mr. Mo. Falling for you. We need that. It's a Wednesday because there's people that are that actually fell in love on their way to work.
I mean, guys, we meet our soulmates.
Exactly.
So
So why
and
not?
The thing is, you
Why
don't
not?
see them. Ne? You don't see them. We meet our soulmates. Guys, these things happen.
It happens.
And then like the eye contact is like, I keep falling for you.
Yeah, well, this is actually dedicated to everyone that met their soulmate on their way to work or on their way to school.
And then you get to talk to them.
Yeah, well, excuse. Next time we'll tell them a number.
Oh man. I mean, last we were talking about women who approach men. Even if you're a woman,
Do it.
please.
Do it.
Singacabani.
Tell them a number. I'll go find it.
So when I go WhatsApp, I'm going FaceTime. You know.
Exactly. So let's actually dedicate the song to people that actually met their soulmates today but failed to express their feelings. Let Mr. Kennedy featuring Mr. Mo do it for you. So Mr. Technical Producer, lighten up our morning and do what you do best. When the photo, I
Whenever I'm around you, got my whole world spinning round and round. When I look into your eyes, I see a beautiful soul. And whenever I'm around you, got my whole world spinning round and round. I can't help but keep falling for you. I can't help but keep falling for you. And now I can't help but keep falling for you. I keep falling for you. I can't help but keep falling for you. I keep falling for you. And I can't help but keep falling for you. I keep falling for you. I can't help but keep falling for you. I keep falling for you. Not getting away, 'cause I don't want to. Me say when it is, me joy. Every day, I won't predict you. Everything I ever really wanted. 'Cause when I look into your eyes, I see a beautiful soul. And whenever I'm around you, got my whole world spinning round and round. And now I can't help but keep falling for you. I keep falling for you. I can't help but keep falling for you. I keep falling for you. And I can't help but keep falling for you. I keep falling for you. I can't help but keep falling for you. I keep falling for you.
Jay Kennedy featuring Mr. Mo, keep falling for you. So, like, see,
You're happy now.
It's a-
Yes, then go, yes.
I love it, guys. I even downloaded it. Ebasini, Epucha, or anywhere you are, if this morning you met your soul mate, that
And then
song was
you get to
actually
talk to them.
dedicated to you. Next time, now one to I keep falling for you. I'm sad. It's very little.
And these people, you see them like, especially if umuntu osebenzayo,
Yeah.
you see them in the morning every day, you pass them or whatever, and like take that misbindi ndoda or mfazi, wherever you are, and say, dude, I keep falling for
I keep
you.
falling for
Now,
you. Man,
please,
fucking
your
number.
number, just 10 digits. I already
Those
have
are
one, the zero.
Yes. Uzokuthinta emoyeni. Those are I'm putting team. When I just
Yeah.
give me your number, the rest leave it out to me. You know, as we were playing a song, Sky and our technical producer were actually talking, right? We were remembering that thing. You know, there's a favorite line I like saying that make the things that make the pots to be done. And remember is speak out. You remember, guys, them. So now I'm thinking, Guti. One is it James? Is it his real name? Utingan, yes. Utingan asked Guti, where are the pods? So I'm actually saying The pods are actually here.
Then
Who
go
continue to
connect.
connect? You know,
I'm
this is where the
about
pods are.
the pods hashtag are in Community Connect.
Because we make them
To be done.
to be done.
To be
You understand?
done.
Siyapheka, ipapa, whatever recipe you have, we cook it and then we give it to you to eat. Yabo. That's basically what we do best. Yeah? So yes, today we've got an actually very interesting topic that we're actually going to be talking about. And we've got a guest speaker who's going to be live with us, like doing. Today, as doing my internet connection, as doing connectivity. So today, we're bringing you real things. So hope you guys are actually tuning in. So the topic scenario is actually GBV against disabled people, gender-based violence against disabled people. That's what we're actually going to be talking about today. And then yeah, we've got a guest speaker that is going to be here sharing with us. In fact, we have decided that we're going to be talking on the topic, Lena, for an hour, for more than an hour, in fact, for 2 hours until the show you Pela, because of it's a sensitive thing. She's got a lot of things to say. She's actually going to be taking part in the show with us. You know, she's also bringing other people that are sharing about views and everything.
Basically, she's co-hosting with us.
She's co-hosting with us.
She's
So,
running this.
yeah. So even you guys on TikTok, if you guys want to be here, let's Twitter address. Also co-host that, you know, over the 15 minutes of fame.
An hour, you know. So today as we said, that we are talking about GBV against disabled people. This is something that happens, guys. That happens. GBV, but it's more worse. Kumuntu osayitikanelang ongakwazi ukuzilwela. Yeah, you know, it's very hurtful, and you find this happens every day, whether it's using public transport, it's endlini, whether you work, there's just gonna be that discrimination. And you should know with GBV, it's not just something, let me say, physical, verbal as well. That also counts as abuse. So how you talk to them, how you treat disabled people, be mindful of that. Be thoughtful of how you talk to them. And again, today, a guest here too is the lady that we were talking to last week. Was it last week?
Yes.
It's last week. Uzandile, the beautiful Uzandile. With the wife, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on? Uzandile, wait, man. With the one.
But no, Kayimba does that part, but Sana Kaliman.
Are you for real? I haven't watched it. Like, I think I only stopped watching it for season 1. What was it?
I love Either Wife, and since it's been stopped, it is boring. It stopped playing from last week. It wasn't playing. It's actually gonna be playing towards end of December.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
It's not good. It's boring.
And to think it's a black-owned production based off from a book that almost everyone has read, La Mzansi. And if you've read the book, there are so many expectations when it comes to the Zulu brothers, when it comes to
taxi drivers,
to Umohlomu, to everyone. So that book was just amazing. It made you fall in love with Pri. It made you fall in love with Pri. Yeah, I think.
Thinking good but hey guys, we're not saying you must go for taxi drivers. We are just talking.
We're also not discriminating against taxi drivers. There are actually good taxi drivers. We have good intentions, I've met a couple, not from experience, but then I've seen good taxi drivers.
Let's ask Oscar a question. Talking about my taxi drivers, would you actually date a taxi driver?
Nine crush. It's a taxi driver. It's a woman, actually.
Okay.
So whenever I go to, because I can give it a taxi every, and it's just the thing. Oh, this lady! Like, I'm so fascinated by the fact that she's a woman and she's actually driving a taxi. I think that's what actually drove. So I don't think there are rules. We create rules,
our own rules,
as people, and I don't think there should be rules when it comes to who you should date and who you should not date. As much as most people date for money, I wouldn't.
Come on, taxi driver, money change, yeah, but
yeah,
I for one, grew up being told, and I still have that mentality, being told, I'm a taxi driver, bad boy, you know? And I like it's what I grew up being told. You not date a taxi driver because I'm a taxi driver. People that love women, you know.
Well, that is partially true. I mean, they usually drive women around a lot.
And how many women have
People,
driven?
yeah, people who use taxis. Statistics show which it's mostly women who use taxis. So obviously they meet a lot of beautiful women on a daily, and I feel like men. So we pitch of everyone, nje bambonayo. So obviously they do love women.
But there are guys. Let's at the end of the day, not everyone is the same. There are people that have good intentions and good hearts. There are taxi drivers that actually want to love one person, Pela. So we can't paint them. There was actually a taxi ending I going to this cassie of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to this taxi driver since I was the only person, and me being a person who talks too much. Topic.
Mm-hmm.
And then he tells me about how he's been treated by a woman. There was a woman that was actually treating him badly, and now he's actually found saving no money. They were changing. So there's actually amazing guys. From a taxi driver. So yeah.
I mean, Linda, I once got into a taxi office. We were coming back from I was in so in a taxi, the taxi driver was from Green to highway. He is on a phone call with his lady. He was blushing the entire way home. He even stopped eating it. From what I hear in the conversation, the lady is pregnant and so he's really talking to how mama ufuna chicken dust. Man, these people are not tanned. It's not all taxi drivers who are monsters and womanizers and everything. And I think again the reason why most people wouldn't date drivers because they are bullies those people.
And apparently there was a woman that so no one wants to be actually dating a person. Okay, that a Bobby, you know. So that's just how it is. But then at the end of the day, Abantu now they deserve to be with people, you know. They also deserve to be in relationships. So yeah, I'm guessing if you guys want to know more about us, you guys need to be listening and tuning in to iLOVEmelville.live. I almost said .com.
Okay.
Live. You know, Sky, going back to a topic S9 today, GBV against disabled people, you know. I for one would say, especially about GBV, I would say that it is actually a sad pandemic that can never be cured, but it's actually something that we need to be living with for the rest of our lives. It hops on from one generation to the next generation and to the next generation, you know.
We don't need to live with that.
We can, because there's nothing that's going to be done about it.
I mean, there
doesn't
is
change.
It can though. Like, look at the what is this? The, organizations, programs that are actually trying to teach boys how to actually treat women or how to behave in the world. So they try to kind of eradicate for the next generation that's coming. Ukuthi kube nabantu amadoda actually who are abusing women or women who are abusing men. So I think they're trying to eradicate that. It starts from a young age, these kind of things. And I think from us growing up, we were kind of brought up in a way with the woman is submissive in everything, and then the head of the house and everything. So I think it started there from past generations. Then down. So you don't question men. So if you do, you get what lappy or something. If you question that. So it kind of lapo. You get disciplined, as they will say it, and in better commas, you get disciplined.
There's snacks. Actually, I don't think there's snacks. I must call you into order. You know, as if I'm your kid or I'm your child. Even your child, you don't hit your child in that way.
Yeah. And then there are men, if anything, men that actually scare me a lot more abusive. It's the ones that backfire from like the neck down. and just for people not to see. Those ones are capable of murder, and I think women should be very careful with that. We say, no, at least I'm gonna shine light, Epstein and everything. Those ones are capable of murder, if anything.
I just say no to anyone that actually
Raises their hands.
on whether you're a woman or you are a man, you just do not have a right and to guys. Natalan Kowi shall I feel like Darren is born. Ne? So in terms of GBB, I once dated this person ne, who actually wanted to take my eyes out. Like,
Are you serious?
yeah, the guy actually
Oh.
that's how dangerous that person was. And he'd always tell me, I'll kill you. I'll kill you. And then after
Man,
wanting
it's not
to
verbally
gash
thing.
my eyes out, and then he's now strangling me. You know, one thing that I always remember up until now is when I was actually assaulted on a busy road, like Habakana Amadeksi, and there was actually no one that could actually say or do anything, guys. That is the most painful day of my life. And I remember Iskiba when he's Togile, Sitabuga, and my bra. And you think he cared? No, he didn't stop. He was actually punching me and kicking me.
No one stopped.
Yeah, he's Musabambo square. You understand? Go triangle or rectangle or whatever it was. I think we can actually go to a song while we are actually preparing for having a guest here too. And then Mr. Producer, there's a song I would actually like to be played.
Nyamaza is almost
And there's the
right now.
I don't know which it says that. So let's play that song. And then our producer wants to talk to us. Maybe she's got something, Yana. She wants to excite us, ne?
So much
we
she
can
wants
make
to
you
join
guys.
us.
Yeah,
That would be fun. That would be very fun.
I think would like to actually co-host the producer here today. One
Nimbon,
Nimbon.
because I was actually having her last week on the show and talking to her. It was amazing.
Yeah, would like to actually co-host naye. That's the guy one. She's doing three naye. Nimbon, guys.
So my three musketeers, man.
You know. So, Mrs. Technical Producer, please just play the Engomale. And there's Vangawe. And then let's talk.
Issue. Zaki said you should fetch your life. That was one of the best advice. People always have to say what to do. They forget we don't wear the same shoes. I'm taking control. Please don't get involved. Wanna be the greatest of them all. That was one of the best advice. People always have to say what to do. They forget we don't wear the same shoes. I'm taking
What are you doing?
Please don't get involved.
Guys, this is unacceptable. Where's you? I'm not a snitch. You're not a snitch. Tell me come see me in my office when you get there.
Be the greatest of them
Unacceptable.
all. The stumble is not to fall. Utanungele luba manditini konja. Adisuvanga we. Sugu na semini ngu. Adisuvanga we. Utanungele luba manditini konja. Adisuvanga we. Sugu na semini ngu. Adisuvanga we. Utanungele luba manditini konja. Adisuvanga we. Sugu na semini ngu. Adisuvanga we. Utanungele luba manditini konja. Adisuvanga we. Sugu na semini ngu. Adisuvanga we. Adisuvanga we. Adisuvanga we. Sugu na semini ngu. Adisuvanga we. Adisuvanga we. Adisuvanga we. Sugu na semini ngu. Adisuvanga we.
welcome back to Community Connection. As you guys heard, it's Sue. And this Manga. That is actually a nice song, Yaga Levi. And then the other song is just Big Man. There's no other place, you know. And then Yaga Levi that says I'm a 2000. And then thank you guys for joining us and welcome back to Community Connect. You're still with us. As we told you earlier on, with today, we're actually doing things a little different, all right? We have a guest here who's actually going to be with us for the entire day. So it's literally, we've actually told her that why not be a presenter with us for a day? You know, she must be a presenter with us for a day, you know? And she's actually going to be taking part and telling us about LGBT against disabled people. But then we don't want to be as crowd, man, too much. So we wanted to feel at home, you know.
So welcome home, then. Welcome home.
Thank you. So feel at home, Zandi. This is our show. So introducing Uzandile Magenis was actually a guest of ours last week. But last week we had actually a connectivity problem. So we thought, today, why not bring her live? When I went to Basakanjan, guys, no matter I was born, but you know, three beautiful ladies that are actually sitting here, guys, you know. So yes, thank you so much for joining us, Zandile. And the topic that we have for today is against disabled people. So yes, give us a little introduction, but make yourself famous.
For people who were not
listening last week, make yourself famous. And I'm sure you told a lot of people that you're actually coming. So yeah, make yourself famous.
Who is Zandile?
Oh, okay. Uzandile is from Eastern Cape. Uzandile Magenis is from Eastern Cape. But in Kalala, I came here for.
When did you come here?
It's been 2 years now.
Oh,
It's been 2 years now.
Your Xhosa accent is not that hectic. It's not that deep. Yeah, but you know what? Maybe you've been here since like 2005 or so.
No.
It's not that deep, honestly.
Yes, yeah, so that people can understand.
Okay.
So that is Uzandile. And what does Uzandile do?
I do a lot of things. I do a lot of things. I do business. I have my own business. I'm also working. Yes.
Okay,
for my
what business
kids.
is that?
I'm selling clothes. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you guys need to go,
Are those kind of like cheap clothes you get from like Shein?
Anything that you want, I can order for you.
People, now I'm doing Pakala.
Yeah.
Now
You guys want clothes?
I love clothes, guys. So I need to be in contact analysis.
Safuna ukungithathela umngani wami yabo ngoba uthengisa impahla bangena kanjalo abantu bangena kanjalo uthi hayi ngifuna uthenga amanamba ufuna uthenga impahla kanti sinini sekayavakasha ngifuna sekaphuza itiye lapha.
So you guys come from Alex together?
No.
Okay.
I live in Joburg. She's staying in Alex.
I think I'm going to be asking the most obvious question. How did you meet?
That is private. But you know, things that put you in places in life. That's where we met.
Yeah.
Things. Yeah. Things that put you in places in life. That's where we met.
Yes. All right. I see the pots are done here.
Yeah.
I see the pots are done here.
So basically, our topic being LGBT against disabled people today. Let's first actually go on to talk about what is GBV. What is GBV?
To me, GBV basically means ukuhlukunyezwa kwabantu besifazana nabantwana. Yeah. So I can say maybe I'm not in time ukuhlukunyezwa kwabantwana besifazane, even like nabantwana abazilis, they do get like abused. Yes, yeah. So ukuhlukumezeka. Yes. But today I'll be talking about with disability. Yes.
Would you say it's something that you have endured now? the violence or abuse personally?
Yes, yes, in so many ways, emotional, financial, physical. Yes.
And how is that? How was it? How was the experience actually?
It was so painful
You can
because
imagine.
yes, because at first I didn't know where to go to whom can I talk to, who can I trust with my situation. You understand? And I was not even when the violence was happening during that period, when it started like happening, I was thinking at first that it's normal, but I realized ukuthi affect her like emotional. You understand? And I'm going through like emotional. I got depressed. I got like breakdowns, and it's affecting me like to on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Whoa, that's something very deep and hurtful. I
Yes.
wouldn't imagine how it was. I don't even want to imagine how it was, you know. So, and how do you think you actually managed to just keep out of that situation? Or where did you run to? Who did you talk to actually find yourself where you are now?
First of all, I told myself that I should break the silence. Then I need to talk to someone. I need to go out and find help than sitting at home. Uthi ngingazazi ukuthi ngenze njani. You understand? I had to run away. You see, kuze ukuthi ngiphume kulo situation leyo. And most of the people, I think they do not understand. Even if disabled, we do face our challenges as normal people. We understand, and it's very difficult. Mawuthi mhlambe uyaphuma, for instance, we are at police station, and then they will ask you izinto like, how come ukuthi uhlale nendoda whereas uku-wheelchair on all those things than ukuthi bakusize kwinkinga le unayo. We understand that by discriminated and being judged. You understand? Uthi sowuyile sofuna uncedo and then you are being discriminated. You see those things?
Yes. You're supposed to get help.
Where you supposed to get help?
You see, justice system is failing us, especially women. It's honestly failing us. If you tell uncedo somewhere and then like judge or discrimination, it's failing us.
And then I had to go to the police and find some help. I got some help, and then I got some counseling based on violence that was happening. Yeah. Then I was
So now she comes.
Yes.
So
Okay, bafuna ukumsiza but
basically a
baney'ngozi.
question that I have.
Yeah, understand. Yabona ukuthi lento le like
The process
yeah,
of healing.
emoyeni
Coming out of
iyakuvuvufala emoyeni.
an abusive
Usucabanga into
relationship.
eziningi ukuthi
How long
just
does it
because of
actually
this, just because of this, just because of
It
that,
takes
and that.
forever.
Yabona like impilo yakho
It
nje
takes
like
forever.
izinto
It's not something
ziba
that you can
difficult.
just wake up in the morning and say,
And
I'm healthy.
uthole ukuthi
It
izinto
takes
vela like
forever.
azikho difficult.
So
Ukuthi
you have like
situation
to accept
Yeah,
some of the things ezenzekayo around you to
unlike
get
a normal
help.
person like
You understand, and also understand what you are going through. Yeah, it takes forever.
So would you say that what you went through did it actually have any effect on your children's lives?
Yes, a lot. Because abantwana bam bengakhona ukukhupha esikoleni, first of all, because of violence, and then even nasendlini they were starting like to be violent again. Yeah, nabo. So
Are they male children or
they are male, one male and two girls. Yeah, so they were bullying each other. So I think even at school they were bullying others. So i-violence mayikhona endlini iyakwazi ukuphumela nasebantwaneni, iyakwazi ukuthi ikhule nabo, and mabe badala they get violent.
babona ngathi into normal?
Yeah, of which it's not.
If you guys can remember, on Monday we had Mrs.
At the moment,
and I had the question where I asked
Yeah,
her,
understand.
is a
When
perpetrator
problem comes,
or an abuser born as an abuser?
you
And
must
she said, well,
always
they
think,
actually become perpetrators
think
or
of solution.
perpetrators.
How am I going to deal with it?
So
You understand?
so
Kahle.
like that word, guys. That it doesn't sit well with me because it's like I'm talking about a lion or like some animals in the jungle. So it doesn't
They behave like
it doesn't
animals.
sit well with me. So an abuser, like, is not born as an abuser, but in fact, it's because of our experiences and what they actually so happening exactly. That's what happened. So
It's not an
what kind of
It's not an excuse, but there are people who can't handle it.
It's being a
What kind of
coward.
help they
Who
can
can't
get for
control
it?
It's being a coward. You can't say I'm like this because of I grew up
They
like
can
this.
get help from like
Exactly.
child line
But
for
Google
counseling,
solution-
and
solution.
also like
Yeah, you wanna
psychologists
So,
if like the
mina,
problem is
like,
deep.
Okay, I'm just saying, yeah, come on. Sis.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what you
Yeah.
did for a kid or when you come in now?
No, I have to
Interim-
go to child line
Interim,
so that they can get the
Yeah,
counseling,
until,
professional counseling.
Yeah.
Yes. And there's a thing saying
Roller.
an abuser will always be an abuser. If like akaziboni in mistakes zakhe. If like akade afumane a counselor. And these people, guys, they are very manipulative. It's like they're living in your mind.
Even ngathi wena umuntu
Oh,
wrong, you know.
Yeah.
It's sad. I accept him.
Yeah,
So how do you think ukuthi do you think there is progress now with your children when it comes to how they started becoming, the violence and the change that you're seeing?
babalo.
Yes, there is a change a lot. Now, as a parent, I had to play my part and give them love and show them love and always like be there for them. And you don't treat your sister like that. Or especially my boy child. I always like make sure he treats his sisters or his friends, girls like with respect. Yes, so that akhule enayo la angakhule ngana anger ukuthi ekhule umama wakhe abuse, akhule ekwazi ukuhlonipha abasisi bakhe, so that when he grows old akwazi ukuhlonipha abantu besifazane. Iqala umntana esemncinci kahle kahle.
We're talking about that now, Yolanda, mostly these things I think even for the generation that we at, from back then, their parents, imithetho bekhona before ukuthi a woman is supposed to be submissive, a woman is supposed to ukuthi alalele indoda nemithetho yakhe nje iphela lapho. And if you question that, then it's a problem. So that's what I think ukuthi iqale lapho. And there should be a way, nama programs nala akhona for kids, ukuzama ukutshintsha leyo mentality ukuthi equal as people. Akunokuthi you're a boy, you're supposed to do this, you're a girl, supposed to, we are all equal. I think that's some way that we can try to eradicate the
I think it also starts like I have 2 girls and a boy A1. When I teach them to do easy no boy makahlambi izitsha, uboy makahlambi izitsha, uboy makachayele. Understand? Angenzi like izinto sicinga ukuthi uboy yena yes akanozenza yena because he's a boy.
No. I'm seeing that usually my niece and nephew. Law take care of the dog or whatever. And I'm like, the same thing that this girl can do. And I wish when I go at the way I see things and things, because those are all traditions, man. My other ones, but then the power of girls. Yeah.
And we should break that.
That's like a people, and it all starts not with you. If you want to change, not you need to change. I mean, this thing is going to be the change you want to see. And I feel like everything, if you want to see something done differently, in a situation, it starts there, honestly.
Sure, guys, I think the way this thing is so sensitive, So I think that we can actually go to a song. Let our technical producer. It's still for two weekends. People still want to dance. So we not play ingoma gospel or people still want to dance.
Last week.
Yeah,
Monday, actually.
I was hungry for God. You know, I had that thing in me that said I want to go to church. Yeah, well, so today that thing is gone.
So Satan yabuya lapha kuwe.
So we're still with Uzandile, and I hope you guys are still listening. And if you guys are tuning in, we are at iLOVEmelville.LIVE. And if you guys are on TikTok, share your views and say whatever you guys want to say. Good topic, Lena Esinayo. If you guys want to say hi to our beautiful guest slash co-host, because earlier on we played Ingoma. DJ Kenny just said that if that you're falling for and you didn't get that chance to say it, let us do it for you, you know. So let our technical producers actually play a song with us, and then we will after that is the news, and then after the news, keep connecting with us. Uzandi will still be here with us. I think that after that we can play a song, and then let's give Uzandi umsebenzi. Uzandi ukube we ospeka na usela ingoma. Then playing a song, and then she's gonna be introducing us back, and she's the one that's gonna be saying who's that song and who's playing or singing that song, you know. And so your homework, you know. Let's see. Let I'm easy for today. Yeah. And then 1 hour of fame night. So please hit it.
How do you love me when you barely know me? Sutoka dombi, dombi, dombi. Uyatoka, how do you love me when you barely know me? Sutoka dombi, dombi, dombi. Uyatoka,
Go to your opinion.
And that was
Tepo Kalito Ulikoki. Just from the break, guys.
So I think we all hear again. Please say it again.
We just from the break. That was Tepo Kalito Ulikoki.
Yeah, that song Ati. How can you love me, ne? Ungangazi nokuthi ngizalelwe besiphi isibhedlela. That's what he's saying.
Love yourself.
Ngithanda kanjani ungangazi nokuthi ngizalelwe besiphi isibhedlela. You're lying. So let's actually go to the news, and then after the news, yeah.
So we will be connecting with you more after this. Untokozo usamile for indaba. Azophakela abantu indaba. Is she ready?
It's not. Okay. So just after the news, guys, we're still carrying on the topic yet, which is HGTV against disabled people. So we actually would like to hear my comments with you about what you guys want to say. And I am definitely sure Zandi also has people that has a comment. And then we're actually going to use that.
If you have people
with experience that or
have seen it
comment.
happen.
And then you're gonna share it with your friends and let them comment on WhatsApp. And then we actually are the one that's gonna be actually reading that. And then after that we're gonna be going to school talk.
Dishing out. I think guys, don't be about these kind of features. We are still here. We just invited Zandile to come and actually dish out his info for you and with us.
Exactly. So let's talk about those things.
It's top of the hour. Time for news on iLOVEmelville.LIVE.
Right, Zakini Band. So
we are not ready.
Yeah, guys. So I don't know what's happening like that. A technical problem. I can understand it.
It's top of the hour. Time for news on iLOVEmelville.LIVE. It's top of the hour. Time for news on iLOVEmelville.LIVE.
Good morning, welcome to iLOVEmelville.LIVE, your top stories at this hour. President Cyril Ramaphosa tabled the fourth part of the state capture inquiry's report with Parliament yesterday, and in a turnaround from the ANC's previous stance, affected communities will deal with the published parts of the report. Parliament confirms a receipt of Part 4 of the report of the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into allegations of the state capture from the President of the Republic today. Previously, the President submitted Part 3 of the Commission's report, which Parliament is in the process of implementing. Part 4 of the report comes with the time Parliament is finalizing the process of establishing appropriate systems and mechanisms consistent with its constitutional function to oversee the implementation of the report. The report will be published in the announcements tabling the committees of Parliament for the attention of members. The Rules Committee, on the other hand, will at the appropriate time determine how best to process the report and accompanying implementation plan once they are submitted and or before August by the President. Motapo says in the interim, committees of parliament will engage with the availability of reports in the ordinary courses of business. News 24 reported on Monday that influential ANC MP, Chair of Chairs Cedric Frolick, and ANC MP of National Council of Provinces, Winnie Ngwenya, has referred to Parliament's Joint Committee on Ethics and members' interest for their part of the SASA scandal. The outraged father of a Stellenbosch University student who was the victim of the alleged racist incident at the university says he is glad his son filmed the entire ordeal to highlight the entrenched racism still blighting the university. Mkhuseli Kaduka, 49, the father of Babalo Ndangwenya, rather, 20, is pushing the expulsion of Thisan Duoy, who is identified as a student who urinated on his son's desk, laptop, and study material. This incident clearly highlights deep-rooted racism at the institution, Kaduka tells News 24. On Sunday, Ndwenyana from Danzane in East London captured a footage of a white student urinating all over his belongings inside his Hayes-Murray dorm room on campus. Ndwanyana, a first-year Bachelor of Agribusiness Management and Economics student, told News 24 on Tuesday the student is his roommate's friend, but his roommate was not present at the time of the incident. He also accused the boy of being drunk during the incident, saying he entered his room, the unlocked door, at around 4 a.m. on Sunday. According to Ndwanyane, when the recording stopped, Dutoy told him it was a white boy thing, which he interpreted to mean this is what they do to black boys. Dutoy then left the room. The Shoprite Group is issuing 8.9 billion worth of Shoprite Checkers shares to its employees through a new Black Economic Empowerment Trust, effectively increasing black ownership and a subsidy of 19%. The 40 million Shoprite Checkers shares will be for the benefit of its employees to recognize their valued contribution and to ensure the ongoing participation in the Shoprite Group's continued growth and success. The group said yesterday morning at least 126,000 South African employees are expected to benefit from the Shoprite Employee Trust. About 16,000 non-South African will receive equivalent benefits through their respective payroll. The Shoprite Checkers dividends will be linked to Shoprite Holdings dividends per share. The group said it was so that the employees recognize the benefits of the group as whole, achieving strong results. A man accused of rape and murder of the 8-year-old girl in Ellis was on trial on Monday. Tarzan Van Wyk disappeared in February 2020. Her body was found near Worcester about 2 weeks later. It has been a long wait for Van Wyk's family and the broader Ellis River community who are desperately seeking justice for its cause. The trial was meant to get underway last year in May, but was postponed apparently to give the court time to deal with the backlog of cases. The 8-year-old girl was last seen alive walking to a truck shop near Connaught Estate Home in February 2020. The accused was arrested in Craddock, Eastern Cape, more than a week later. He led police to the child's body in a steel water pipe along the N1 highway near Worcester. It later emerged he was out on parole and had been convicted with a string of crimes dating back to 1981. And finally, in the weather. In Johannesburg, it's 13 degrees Celsius outside and it's partly cloudy. And in Vereeniging, it's 17 degrees Celsius outside and sunny with clouds. And in Pretoria, it's 18 degrees sunny outside. Thank you for tuning in at iLOVEmelville.LIVE. I am Khatem and also with English news.
And welcome back to Community Connection. That was the news. Thank you, Dr. for reading the news for us and to us. So, Nintanda in the again.
And for those who saw Ntokozo's hair, guys, Ntokozo's hair.
The styling news, guys. The styling news, so, if you just joined us, guys, like for the first hour, we came to PTA to be against disabled people.
But you're still
And
that.
we're still having it again, and then we still have a guest, Uzandile. And then, before we carry on with PTA, because we actually got a lot of things to be saying about this, we actually want to be dishing out. And what we're dishing out today, I'm a consumer. Wherever,
My friend.
yeah.
My friend are not gonna ride. My friend.
Oh, no.
My friend, not a friend. Go back. Puma Amba out of my shop.
You've got to ride everywhere. Even if you try a woman, a shop, guys, you've got to ride.
Man, I don't know who my friend Makokasi. But Puma Amba wena.
No. My
No.
friend are good people. But I call it Tisana.
I can't. But I'm not about to get rights. Even our black-owned business owners, Bakokasi, by the tax shop. I hate it. I'm in a right. So no. So basically, what consumer rights are the practice of safeguarding buyers of goods. So rights that people need to know. You have the right to privacy. You have the right to choice. You have the right to information with whatever it is that you buy. So ungabuza with what is this? And then if you want to then guys, whatever you're buying is wrong. It means there's something dodgy behind it. And basically, consumer rights, they were created to protect consumers from unfair, reasonable and improper trade of products. So you find about my friend as we were talking, I mean it was what's in their scones that they baked. You need to ask my friend what it is. Because have you ever noticed whenever we go to my friend, the English that we speak, guys, it's not nice. The English that we speak with my friend, give me 2 limes, give me 2 zims. So yeah, that's what consumer rights are. And basically they were implemented in South Africa. We had them from like 2009 on the 24th of April. About consumer rights. Have you ever seen them being practiced? Have you ever seen them being practiced and in consumer rights? Do you practice consumer rights? Your rights as umteng?
Yes, I do.
Really? How?
Yes, I do. If like, for instance, now I bought a couch, and then within like 2 weeks, the couch is already broken, and I'm thinking to take it back.
Did they give you a guarantee?
Yes,
like a warranty or guarantee.
yes, there must be a warranty or guarantee if like you're buying in a shop, because you can't just use something within like 2 weeks or 1 week. It's already having a fault. No, you can't. You see, you have to like as a customer, you have to be satisfied in waiting and be comfortable in waiting.
Bofuna for in.
Yolanda, do you exercise your consumer rights?
I don't, but I talk.
So basically, you complain.
Yeah, I complain.
You don't just.
I'm not happy with the service. I will see the manager.
Do you do that?
Yeah.
Don't lie.
I'm telling you, guys. You know, I've got a mother that does things that are out of this world. There's this popular. I'm not going to supermarket doing. I bet that thing. I'm not gonna call it so loud. It's well known. So, yeah, the shop. Okay. So what happens is they have actually about my cashiers or my till workers or whatever they are rude.
It's always the case, and but for my eyebrows are gone. And shop. Oh,
And then you know what they do, guys? We are actually being told ukuthi noma ufuna i-cashback kubhaliwe, I mean khona usangene uthi, but once you go there uyafuna imali ngicela ingenzele i-cash like bakhipha imali yakho emalini yabo. You know, so I had a mom that my mom is actually short-tempered. Whenever she went, she actually once went to the shop and met this woman that was so rude. And my mom told her, that's the one that I call it 2.5.
She said that.
Yeah, the one that I call it 2.5 lava. I was going to you know. So I also adopted that mentality. Yeah, well, so whenever I see them, the first thing that comes to mind is, oh, now I'm at 2.5. Yeah, well, so that's what comes into mind. And those people are so rude, guys. So they actually
I think my interviews by no Twitter my eyebrows. At the same time. I think most people now who exercise their rights are, I don't want to say white people, but people, yeah, white people know, and that's one thing I applaud them for, not just one thing. But then, you know, no guys, I love that whenever they go to a shop and they see unfair treatment, they will not stand for it. Unlike us black people, the one thing we know is Yolanda, can you see what's happening? And we don't
straight to the person, yeah.
We don't do that. You won't find us saying, hey, let me call your manager for me and I want to talk to them. No. And with these things, you go to call your manager, you get free stuff. If you need to know, guys.
Yeah, but
so we are not saying we're stoked in my shop. We are not saying that, but then speak out. Speak out and you do it. I mean, these things were the rights, they were in place for you guys.
Exactly. And what people need to know is Tina, our consumers, we are actually protected by the Consumer Bill of Rights. And the bill states that consumers have the right to be informed, the right to choose, the right to safety, and the right to be heard, the right to have problems corrected, and the right to consumer education, and the right to be served. Am I right way to song, you know, because it's about 10. So we all need to know am I right to way to. But above it all, I think we all have the right to say respect time. I mean, if I respect the cashier or whoever is working with the team and that person is respecting me, then
even it shouldn't even be put as a right. It's morals, guys. Ubuntu is something that you need to carry from Usapuma Engine. Know how to talk to people. Don't just we don't do that.
Exactly. I think we can wrap up the dishing out here to today, and then we can head into a school talk. The school talk is a feature of ours, basically, where we're talking about school problems or anything interesting about schools. So today we're actually talking about slow learners. Slow. Not dumb kids are. People like, you know, there's this thing that people are saying. There's a school next. The school is for slow learners. And abantwana bafunda khona, people always call those kids amahlanya. You know, so people need to know we do not discriminate such people. They are not mad people. They are not crazy people. They are slow learners.
And especially parents as well need to know they just take time to grasp isn't. I mean, these things it hurts more if uzobiza umntanakho is slow learner ukuthi wena is slow learner. Iyamdamage lento. Their confidence and learning capabilities, they're not mindful because of the current these things.
Yeah. And some of the kids, they cannot be good at school, but they can also be good
with hands. Yeah. Which is very true.
And you should find so that you can support umntanakho while he's at school.
Yeah, you find that remember I was talking about dyslexia. Most learners who take time to grasp things finally dyslexia, which means it's the inability to read or write properly. You know, they take time to learn how to do these things. I mean, I see it more. My sister's girl child, is flex lo mntana ukhasa simiya for real. Yay, ngeke uzumgijimise, trust me. And when it comes to into the school, hey, she's angifuna ukuthi uyafeyila maram. She's slow. Yeah, she's very slow. Hey, Maria Jones, I'm right.
But too fast, the Georgian. So basically, if you're a parent and you have a child, and then you want to slow at learning at a pace, something that child is actually slow at a pace maybe of grabbing whatever is being told to do. I get the same level of pace, and then you can actually Google information of where to send that child. I don't know if they actually get it, like go to doctors, bioba check. Can they examine them?
Yeah, they can examine them, and then teachers as well. I think for teaching.
Yeah, some of them they do.
That's when you're turning money.
So this guys, if you have kids that are experiencing this social grant, so
we're opening grant for everything. Like that's the thing, opening grant for everything. I mean, there are things, not just medical examinations. Nase school, teachers can identify which or whatever, and then they can actually put out a recommendation letter by a school and usually the corner they got an it's just that it's that one school. It's always like one school in like every community. As Gwalanga is got for slow learners, and you find those kids they're always discriminated. Those kind of things you find them.
And there is no sadness.
And guys, sometimes you might think ukuthi umntanakho slow, kanti akakho slow, but because of the diet. That's one of the things that I've been told by Uchishaka boy one. I was thinking that he's slow, but not. Because abantwana sibadlisa ama-junk foods, ama-sweets, asibaphuzisa amanzi, you see. So umntana gets hyperactive and easily get distracted. We have a performance in the class while others they're busy with their schoolwork. Not because he's a slow learner, but because of the diet abe hyperactive.
Yes, like you're opening.
Exactly. Today we have a guest. So not only is she here for that topic, but she's also taking part in a good dishing out, which is actually something that is very interesting. I'm sure it's the first time everyone has ever heard it. So what do they actually need to be eating?
Veggies and fruits every day, like you change my fruits. If like orange, tomorrow might be banana, that other day they apple. Umntana ngaphathi juice esikoleni. It's okay umntana aphatha amanzi esikoleni than juice. Umphathise ubisi. Yeah. So that azokwazi concentrate. Angadlali because maize ama-sweets but hyperactive.
That sounds like my niece. I wanted to also. No, I'm thinking of my niece. She doesn't like all she ever does is like she does teacher once complained to my sister yeah now
oh for me a toilet
I manage because I noticed myself
whenever we have to do homework. I always like that.
I eat
she even cries because she doesn't want to
a lot of eggs, fish, carrots.
That's how bad it is. And I feel like my sister is taking it lightly.
Fish and
it's something of concern. If she doesn't eat outside, maybe I'm feeling a special school.
Should be concentration.
I like the day, guys. Knowledge is power. So those are actually listening to us. I'm sure you guys actually care what I think we can wrap up.
I was like the corner of like totally after you have for school. We're not how concentrate. What's the problem? Things about
Let me just ask you guys, what is the difference in this? Because I normally hear people complaining about getting married with kids. Is it one and the same thing?
I'm not quite sure, yes, but then I think it's they're connected. I mean, in most cases, I know the symptoms, whether how not a kidney infection or which that is connected to blood. So if your urine has bad smell, odor, dark yellow, and then when you urinate, that often leads to kidney disease or infection. I've seen it.
They never care about those things.
What causes it?
The whole thing.
It says that I'm
So, I want to
need to change that.
I need to change that now.
And then it says the full bladder can cause lymphedema and the bacteria quickly. And the second one says eating too much salt. You should not eat 5.8 grams of salt daily.
Guys, I don't even measure. I don't think we measure our salt, guys. So how do you know what you had 5.8?
And then the third one says eating too much meat. Too much protein in your diet is harmful for your kidneys. But you eat protein, digestion, so Macross.
When I want to get married, so Macross. So I
can't have meal without meat, guys. You see? So basically, now the inyama and meat too much, it causes you to have kidney problems. And not it's too much protein.
Gout as well. You have heard, especially for biltong lovers. Biltong lovers bad sector gout a lot because it's raw meat basically. So where I can't eat a meal just like that without meat. Uncle happy.
And also drinking too much caffeine. We all know that caffeine is actually not good for the body. So it actually raises your blood pressure and your kidneys start suffering. So you should actually cut down even the amount of Coke that you are drinking every day.
Coke lovers, I'm so glad I hate Coke right now. That's like the only thing.
I love Coke.
When I put it,
I love Coke.
You should have first class always like.
Yeah, and then Papa was going to 2 liter. You know,
like I don't understand people who actually love Coke. Guys, I don't like Coke. Yo, goodness. And it says here also, Nev, that you are at a greater risk for kidney disease if you have diabetes or high blood pressure.
So we need to handle that.
I'm
a kidney disease. I'm a chronic disease now.
Make sure your care is relevant
Did not
to
say
the
that
topic.
it's a chronic
It's relevant
disease.
to the guest.
It's not a chronic
There's a
disease.
guest.
So my
If
language
maybe they are talking about something
I
that's
know what
relevant
the
to what something that they are talking about.
And the last thing
You
is
understand?
not drinking water.
So
Guys, we all know that.
this track, you can't play this track. I know.
So we actually need water in our bodies. I don't know how many glasses or cups of water we should drink a day.
It's 8 glasses of water that you should drink.
You drink 8 cups of water a day?
No.
There's actually no one that drinks 8 cups of water. Do you?
Maybe like 1 liter a day. 1
liter, I mean.
Maybe 1 liter of wine.
So there's actually a lot of people that are not speaking their own. Guys, you need 8 cups of water a day to keep the doctor away. You know? So I think we've done health corner.
People need to know the risks if you do not actually take care of this. You will get actually kidney transplant. For people who are scared of going to the hospital, that is a serious thing. You get an operation and that might never heal. Keyword, might never heal. So people need to take care of it. Because I'm 8 glasses of wine.
Guys, guys, like when I opt to drink a cold drink compared to a month, I would drink 8 cups of cold drink compared to a month. I'm not a fan of water. I'm not
I
a fan.
wasn't either
I'm not a fan of water.
until I was forced to actually be a fan. Now I love water. I'm a water baby. Please, even our people, even our technical producer was coming Yolanda right now.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
way? When
Because
water.
water is healthy, guys.
It is. You can have a cold drink, Jengam.
I think we need a song.
Yeah, I think we need a song, and then after the song, let's head back to Ethiopia Theatre. We actually got two interesting things we're going to be talking about tonight. What song are you going to be playing? Such a Sarantu or
Spachayis.
So
okay, so I'll
Give me this song.
Oh yeah, we're playing a song that is actually going along with Topic Theatre, a TV song. So that's what we're playing, and then that's connected to after this.
Omaye kuzime mhlabe qaphela othathe bethu qaphela othathe bethu kanti bazala ubelise kuzime mhlabe iba kanti bazala Mamjangula, mamshaya, mamulala, mamshisa Kanti kwezakalani baba Kulelizwe Mamjangula, mamshaya, mamulala, mamshisa Kanti kwezakalani baba Kulelizwe It's stop, 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 stop killing our girls. It's stop, oh stop, stop killing our girls. Oh, uswagalumtongonosa. Kiti emnyango usabe nokufula kulelizwe hoba phela abantu babantu saphela isizwe sethu hoba leka kanye abantu asibona laba bantu mabathi mina trends yakala catch you feeling Bega kwenzakalani right in front of our eyes Umbulela karamo Chava Sarantu Riakai Bandali Shulari Pilu I'm shy, I'm oh, stop, oh stop, stop killing our kids. Oh, it is stop, oh stop, stop killing our kids. Oh, Sakalisi, yapelimizi we baba, intubu nezochweso mama, ikaze kuchongo baba, sekatele. Sewanele baba haye ngathi kwenzakalane haye kulelise Musumthusa mfowethu musumthusa umtshise ngebele kanti kwenzakalani akukulelise Musukumchisa mfwe musukumhlukumeza umchize ngebele kanti kwenzakalani awubuyelile awumithi yeyi wendoda awumithi yeyi wendoda awumithi uyasiphotha awusingabantu besilisa yeyi wendoda awumithi yeyi wendoda awumithi uyasiphotha awusingabantu besilisa ngithi stop oh stop stop killing our girls oh kanti kwenzakala oh ngithi stop stop killing our girls oh kanti kwenzakala ngithi stop killing our girls oh kanti kwenzakala ngithi stop sibizabata
In whatever situation that you are currently facing, I hope that you guys are actually listening to us. And then we're actually going to be giving out our number that you guys can actually contact in order to seek help and get help if you need help. Going back to the topic that we have today, which is GBV against disabled people. And we're still with our guest, Yolanda and Lineo.
Please say our beautiful
guest. Yellow boat. So we're still talking about Leo. And then, yes, so there's actually GBV signs to look out for amongst women and children with disabilities.
To read that out on the information that we have.
What are the signs that we are facing with GBV with disability? It's being unhealthy with care but feeling unable to change the situation. And also wearing the same clothes every day and being unwashed. For instance, bakhona abantu aba-disabled abahlala endlini bangakwazi ukuzenzela nto based on that sign. Umuntu angakwazi ukuzenzela nto maseke endlini abantu bakwabo or someone like people around abamnakekeli bamnxibisa impahla ezinye abazihlambi yabona ezinjalo. Those are the signs you see. Fumaniseke omnye zikhona izinto akwazi uzenza zikhona angakwazi uzenza. Unid i-privacy, you understand, wena awukwazi ukumnikeza i-privacy. Those are the signs. Ezinye i-signs, for instance, uthi uyanceda, let's say uyanceda ukuphakama ku-wheelchair, like uyayimile, and then ubamba amabele, yabo, in such a way ukuthi nje and those are the signs of abuse. Yeah.
So basically, people need to know abuse doesn't have to only be physically, Just as Rosandile was stating the signs that Tolubuti is a person who's got a disability and there's certain things they can't do for themselves, like who's changing back, who's gaza, finding that no one in your family actually wants to be washing your clothes or helping you get a bath and everything. That is also abuse, And finding that the atmosphere and environment you're living in, there is some other people with disabilities that are so sensitive that they like germs or any bacteria,
And also, bakhona abadla ama treatment and then when ukhona like unceda umuntu disabled like kuni, and then uyamvimba ukuthi adle i-treatment yakhe okanye uyamvimba ukuthi abe nendlela to go and see a doctor. We are abusing that person.
Yeah, you're depriving them of their
rights.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what people need to get into their minds is that abuse it's not only physical. There's actually a lot of terms of abuse. There's emotional, there's physical, there's sexual, there's verbal, there's spiritual as well as financial. So when we actually talk about the abuser, it's broad. Don't just think if umuntu akshaya, that's the only type of abuse. The abuse is broad, guys.
Or people about I don't abuse, I don't lay a hand on
Exactly.
women. You can't do that, abusing the person
emotionally or verbally in other ways,
And there are also again signs of medication abuse that I'd like to actually know. So there is depression, there's being groggy or dopey, reduced mental alertness or physical ability for medication abuse. There's just a lot.
There is a lot, in fact. One that I think that we should actually talk about is how do we observe psychological abuse on a person with a disability? I think I'd actually like to repeat that. How do we observe psychological abuse on a person with a disability? And it says that by unusual behavior such as aggression, submissiveness, or withdrawal, content apologies, destructive behavior, a decreased ability to cope with familiar situations, and high levels of anxiety, especially when asked to go to a certain place or to accompany a certain person, or being accompanied by a certain person, and a lack of attachment to others. So there's actually a lot of signs to be watching out, to be seeing. So if there's anything that you're actually seeing or observing from a person who has a disability and we are so like, okay, maybe there's quite a lot of things to be actually seeing, to be looking out for. And the one that people are actually looking for, the one that people actually know is signs of physical abuse. I mean, earlier on, if you guys actually just tune in now, Uzandile actually explained when she was actually giving us an introduction of who she is, saying that she's basically been through all types of abuse. I mean, she's been through financial, she's been through emotional, and through physical. And you find it so difficult when you are a person who has a disability because you cannot fight back, Yeah. But then again, if we think about it, even if you're a person that doesn't have any disability, it is always hard to fight back or abuser because you're scared. Exactly, the person's gonna kill you.
You end up saying sorry, whereas you are not even wrong.
So they bash you for an unknown reason. Then you find yourself saying sorry, area now, saying sorry for something you didn't do. You. And there are also these signs of sexual abuse, which is torn clothing or undergarments, stained clothing of undergarments, a significant change in sexual behavior or attitude, difficulty to walk or sit, emotional instability, childlike behavior, and inappropriate sexual behavior. So those are the signs of sexual abuse that you need to actually look out for as well. So there's a lot.
And then I think maybe Uzandile would like to this one where it says what to do in a gender-based violence situation.
As I have said earlier, do not suffer in silence. Find someone that you can trust and talk to that person and go out and look for help. There's always someone out there who can help you, and there's always someone who can understand your situation.
True, absolutely. Which is actually, I like what Uzandile was saying. And then looking at what he says here, it says, what is a protection order in South Africa? If there's actually someone that is doing this snacks women, things that you're not happy about, you can go get a protection order. But then It makes us think, guys. At the end of the day, protection order is just a simple paper. It does not stop that person from coming to come and kill you.
And that is so much.
You know, that person can still come and kill you. That person can still come and hit you or do whatever they want to do. You know.
I think that Bafaka check to people who have protection orders. If they are late, protection order which should be within a radius of 500 miles or whatever. Yeah, 500 kilometers. There should be it's like about Saguti. Lomut law is approaching and it needs to alert Amapoisa Saguti. Come quickly. I don't know. There should be something like that, man. Because Omuntu law can still do something, whether silently protection order or what can still come and attack you or whatever. There really needs to be something done when it comes to protection order.
Sad community and world we're actually living in. I mean, to think of a person that would actually take advantage and hurt a person that is facing a particular challenge or disability in their life, you know, it just shows how inhuman people are out there. So there's actually numbers that would like to be giving out for people that want to be seeking help. If there is someone that you know that has a disability and is actually being abused, and you've been observing this, if you know that person cannot go to the police station or anything, these days you don't have to necessarily go to the police station. You can call them and they can actually go to that area. And if you want to remain anonymous, you can still do so, you know. I think before we even give out the numbers, there is a safety plan for women and girls with disabilities. Okay, which is actually interesting, you know.
All right. Would you like to read that out for us, Sandy? Please, actually, when it comes to the safety plan.
Safety plans, discuss with them how they can help you be safe. If the first person is not helpful, reach out to someone else. There are many people know how there are many people know about your situation. The more people, there are possibilities to help. However, you need to ensure that your abuser does not get wide to the fact that you have been telling people that telling about your situation. Explain to them when and how they should check on you to make sure you are okay. Have codes that you can use you can use that only you have sorry, have codes that you use that only and can
That only
yes, in case your abuser overhears your conversation.
You know what?
Like
Something
this.
that have codes. There are women who draw a dot here so that the abuser cannot hear. Then if I do this and there's a dot, it means something bad is happening. And when I need to do something.
I never knew about the codes.
Exactly. And then if you actually suspect that a woman with disabilities is actually experiencing gender-based violence, there's actually 9 steps to follow. And if you suspect it's a friend or colleague or any woman with disability is experiencing gender-based violence, there's actually 9 things to do. The first one is you need to watch. You observe closely to check the signs of abuse. The second one is you reach out. Before confronting them, you need to initiate a casual conversation. You know, there is some other people whereby I was with you know, bonile and stuff because they're actually scared. There's people that they don't actually like talking about their private lives, you know. So you need to watch how you approach that person and you talk. While talking to that person, you're actually raising your concern in a very respectful manner. And you apologize immediately if you realize that you are misdiagnosed with the situation. Then you understand as well. You need to understand what that person is saying to you. You know, you understand that particular situation that they are currently facing and what is happening to them. And then you reassure that person. You keep reminding that person that it is right to tell someone about the GBV and that abuse is not their fault. So you keep telling them and reminding them that it is not your fault that you're in this situation, just like it's actually not their fault that they actually have a disability. And then you encourage them. And then after assuring the situation, you encourage the woman to go and report the matter, you know, or you come up with a plan where they can be taken to maybe a safety house or a shelter. And then for safety, I mean, you also need to make sure that the safety of the woman is first, that she does not have to go somewhere and what will happen to her children, you know. She needs to go to a place where she'll go with her kids, not a place that does not accommodate her kids. And then you report it as well. You report it to the right people. You can report it to our community members. You can report it to our police or our social workers. And then the last one is when the follow up. As soon as that person has been taken to a safety house or a shelter, you can do a follow up and just keep checking. You know, you don't want to just save someone's life, and just leave them hanging just like that. You know.
And when it comes to the numbers, there's emergency numbers I think we can actually officially give out to. We have this South African Police Services number, which is this emergency number. It's the 10111, as you all know. So there's EGBB Command Center's hotline, which is 0800 428 428. So the number again is 0800 428 428. And there's the domestic violence hotline, which is 0800 150 150.
And then Mauna Badwana, guys, you need to tell your kids this has to be their favorite number. In fact, it has to be a number that they can dial anytime. Number two, not to play pranks or anything. It must be their favorite number. Number where they know they are safe when dialing this number. A child line, you know. I think we all grew up being told about that number, and we still know it now. It's 0800, ne? 555. Our 555 basically. So it's 0800 number 5 about 5. That is a number a child line. So we need to educate abantwana bethu ukuthi this is a favorite number yakho. Mawungakhona ukufonela eyami inumber as your parent, call this number and they will be able to help you. Exactly. Any other things you would like to say, Zalile? Before Senza, what we like doing is 11:52 Konamanje. And then before Samba, we're gonna have a 15 minutes here of fame. Where we thank people. Okay. So do you have anything else to say?
Or to maybe tell someone who's in a situation, who's being oppressed in a way? And what would you actually like to say to them?
I would like to say to them, it's okay. It's not their fault, in fact, to be abused, and they should not be indoors and be quiet about the situation. There's a lot of places that a person can go to, and also let's look after our kids. Yes,
Especially the kids, you know.
They are our future. Guys, Uzandile has to give motivation. She must give us motivation for the day. I had forgotten about that. I had forgotten about motivation. So Zandile, let's give the ground to you. Ne? Stage yourself. Yeah.
When it comes to our motivation.
Give us motivation for the day.
My motivation for the day is just simple, guys. Live your life to the fullest. Live your life to the fullest.
I like that.
Like, you always put yourself first. Yenza into zokwenza comfortable. Don't think it's abantu bazothini. It's always about you. Your happiness comes first.
I think that's something we keep on preaching, good motivation, so on. Like, put yourself first in everything that you do. You matter, and you should live your life to the fullest, regardless of your circumstances, your situation, or disability. Never let that actually stop you from living life. You know, enjoy the sunshine.
I think we had a great day today with the topic that we had, LGBT against disabled people, with a great guest that we had that was training us namhlanje. It's 11:54. So it's time for us to actually be saying 15 minutes of fame, thanking people.
Because the pots are done, we need to leave. Guys,
the pots are not done.
They
because
are.
We need to thank people. So we need to thank people. Who would you like? Yeah, let's give it to you first.
Yeah, you want
15 minutes of fame. So what would you like 15 minutes of fame? Who would you like to thank in your life?
Myself.
As you should. I like that. I was watching something yesterday. Yeah, that Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg said, the first person I'd like to thank is me. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you to me for not giving up.
yeah.
Thanks to me for going out every day to make things happen. So I like that, And we actually never thank ourselves.
We don't.
We don't.
No,
we
I
don't.
think first and foremost, we always thank God. We always thank God, which is the big man upstairs who does things, who makes the pots to be done, man.
I mean, without him, this wasn't going to be happening. Without him, but he's the one that actually made sure that, okay, this was Alana. So we always thank God for our opportunities and everything that he's actually doing for us or to us. So after thanking yourself, who else would you like to thank?
But thank you,
No,
why?
I'm going to thank myself after.
Also, my friends who've been around me, the support, the courage, and love. I've got amazing people.
Yolanda,
No, it's nice, guys. Guys, as you can tell, a friend that becomes like a family, someone that you know in good and bad times is there. And when you have, it's like having a home away from home. Now I was good at and everything. You've got someone that also can love you. I think we all deserve to have that kind of a person in our lives because no one deserves to be alone.
So I was thinking about this.
Come hell or storm or whatever. These two people, they are my ride or die. We need everyone deserves that in life, having people that even though it's not cool every day. Yeah.
Celebrate
I can count on
women enough.
We said it, guys. Yeah, and as usual, we always thank each team here too. We've got an amazing producer who always puts the show together. Great technical producer who always does things to happen. So he's always there to make sure we come back. So a big up and a big applaud to our producer Utepo for always doing a great job. And the great social media team that we have that are always here to making us famous. But we have Instagram, Facebook. Guys, we're taking photos. Like whenever they're here, they'll be taking pictures of us because they actually want us to go bigger, But for not just be famous. So that's basically what's happening. And thank you guys for tuning in and for listening to us. iLOVEmelville.LIVE. We'll be back again on Friday. Yeah.
Your weekend.
We'll be back again on Friday. So I think we can play a song because we like this, guys. This is this time around. So I think our producer can play a double song. Then after a double song, and then you guys gonna email the lunch after that. So yeah, let's connect more again on Friday and have yourself a fantastic Wednesday. It is your Latinas, Bye.
Nothing was the same since you've been gone. What happened to our love? Don't wanna be alone. Girl, I let you go, and I want you back, and now I was wrong. It's you that I love, nobody else can take your place. Where did you go? Where did you go? Girl, I wanna know. wrong. It's you that I love, and nobody else can take your place. Where did you go? Where did you go? Girl, I wanna know, baby. Where did you go? Where did you go? 'Cause I'm on my own, I'm on my own. Where did you go? Where did you go? Girl, I wanna know. I wanna know. Where did you go? Where did you go? 'Cause I'm on my own. Girl, I wanna know. Where did you go? Where did you go? Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, just be patient. Hey, yeah, I'm in the stew, thinking about you, do this for you. I know you patiently waiting. I know you anxiously waiting. Just wait a little longer. It's all gonna be worth it, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's all gonna be worth it, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, my shot. Let's get to the point, get started, yeah. We ain't got much time. Rather be mindful life than switch your man. Believe that I'm all about us, but it gotta be both ways. Just like having the same taste. All these tracks got me on a race. Sacrificing my time while I'm on the grind in a club full of bad bitches. I know.
It's top of the hour. Time for news on iLOVEmelville.LIVE.
Kuyihora leshumi nambili nje sizobheka ihamba phambili. Ubaba womfundi waseStellenbosch ujabule ngomqopho wenziwe yisisulu kanti iqembu lakwaShoprite likhiphe amasheya. Oyifundelwa ngu-Amanda wakwaZondo. Sawubona mlaleli. Ubaba womfundi waseStellenbosch University obedinwe ganwe unwabu owaba yisisulu sesigameko ekusolakala ukuthi siyaxwasa enyuvesi uthi uyajabula ukuthi indodana yakhe yaqopha lonke lolu vivinyo ukuze igqamise ukucwasa ngokwebala okugxilile okusaqhubeka nokulimaza inyuvesi. Umkuseli Kaduka onguyise kababalo Ndwayana oneminyaka engama-20 ufuna kuxoshwe uThenius noma uTheyens du Toit ohlonzwe njengomfundi owachamela idesiki lendodana yakhe, i-laptop nezinto zokufunda. UKaduka uthi lesi sigameko sikhombisa ngokusobala ukucwasa okugxilile kulesi sikhungo. Ngesonto, uNdwayana waseMdantsane e-East London uthwebule isithombe somfundi omhlophe echamela yonke impahla yakhe endlini yakhe yokulala i-Hayes Marais esikhungweni. UNdwayana owenza unyaka wokuqala we-Bachelor of Agribusiness Management and Economics utshele iNews 24 ngoLwesibili ukuthi lo mfundi ungumngani kamakhelwane wakhe kodwa lo abehlala naye ebengekho ngesikhathi sesigameko. Uphinde wasola uDu Toit ngokuphuzile ngesikhathi sesigameko wathi ungene ekamelweni lakhe ngomnyango obawungahluthulelwe ngehora lesine ekuseni ngesonto. NgokukaNdwayana ngesikhathi kuqoshwa uDu Toit wamtshela ukuthi yinto yomfana omhlophe okusho ukuthi akusiyo into yabantu abamnyama. UKaduka uthi umndeni usale ukhathazekile futhi uthukuthele ngenxa yaso sonke isigameko. Uma sihlabela phambili, iqembu lakwaShoprite likhiphe amasheya eShoprite Checkers esamba samabhiliyoni ayisishiyagalombili. Kukhiphela abasebenzi bayo ngokusebenzisa isikhwama esisha sokufufuswa kwabantu abamnyama kwezomnotho phecelezi i-BEE okukhuphule ngempumelelo ubunikazi babantu abamnyama kule nkampani yengaphansi kuka-19.2%. amashares igidi ezingu-40 akwa-Shoprite Checkers azohlomula abasebenzi bawo ukuthi babone igalelo labo elibalulekile futhi baqinisekise ukubamba kwabo iqhaza okuqhubekayo ekukhuleni nasempumelelweni ye-Shoprite Group, kusho leli qembu ngoLwesibili ekuseni. Okungenani abantu abangu-126,000 abasebenzi baseNingizimu Afrika okulindeleke ukuthi bahlomule ku-Shoprite Employee Trust. Babalelwa ku-16,000 okungebona abantu baseNingizimu Afrika abayithola inzuzo elinganayo nge-payroll yabo. Izabelo zakwa-Shoprite Checkers zizoxhunyaniswa nezabelo ze-Shoprite Holdings ngesheya ngalinye. Iqembu lithe lokhu kwenzelwa ukuthi abasebenzi babone iy'nzuzo zeqembu lilonke ukuzuza imiphumela eqinile. Siphethe ngoluthi owesilisa osolwa ngokudlwengula nokubulala intombazanyana eneminyaka eyisishiyagalombili e-Elsis River izoqulwa icala lakhe ngomsombuluko. uTesne van Wyk wanyamalala ngoFebruwari ngo-2020. Isidumbu sakhe satholwa ngase-Westchester cishe amasonto amabili kamuva. Sekunesikhathi eside ulindile umndeni kaVan Wyk kanye nomphakathi wonkana wase-Elsis River olangazelela ukubona ubulungiswa buthatha indawo yabo. Ukuqulwa kwecala bekumele kuqale ngoMeyi nyekenye kodwa lahlehliswa ukuze kunikezwe inkantolo isikhathi sokubhekana nokusilela emuva kwamacala. Intombazane eneminyaka eyisishiyagalombili ubudala yagcina ukubonakala iphila iya-tuck shop eduze komuzi wayo eConnect Estate ngoFebruwari nyakenye. Umsolwa waboshwa eCraddock e-Eastern Cape ngemuva kwesonto. Uhole amafayini esidunjini sengane epayipini lamanzi eyiphethwe emgwaqeni onguthelawayeka u-N1 kaSoweto. Ngokuhamba kwesikhathi kwavela ukuthi wayengaphandle ngeparoli futhi wayehlalelwe uhide lwamacala asukela ngo-1981. Uma siqhubeka nje sibheka isimo sezulu, eGoli liku-13 liguqubele kancane, iVali ngo-17 libalele liphinde lithi gqwagqwa ngamafu, ePitori ngo-18 futhi libalele nakhona. Usifundelwa ngu-Amanda wakwaZondo kanti ulindela ezesilungu uma kubumbana ihora lokuqala.
Yo, you mad toxic, like, you keep acting like this, I'm gonna have to move on to a new joint. Flapper's voice. Move on to a new joint. See, I could find another bitch to have my newborn. Move on to a new joint. See, I could find another bitch to have my newborn. See, I'm coming from the trenches. Any other day I could get picked up. And if I move on, that's because you got me pissed off. I only share my secrets with my demons. And if a nigga run up, then my clothes just start to squeezing. Move on to a new joint. See, I could find another bitch to have my newborn. Move on to a new joint. See, I could find another bitch to have my newborn. Once I walked up in the party, got you dancing on me. Man, this song gon' be long if you feeling lonely. How you listen to my song so you think you know me. You could pick out what you want cause them drinks is on me. Matter of fact, let's go party on the weekend. Baby girl, your body looking like a Cuban. Baby, you don't answer calls, what you doing? Baby, you don't answer calls, what you doing? It's the way you move your body, got me curious. These bitches, they be broke, so they envious. You ride it like Fast and the Furious. Your head game so stupid, I'm delirious. Baby, are you serious? Where was you when I was just tearing up?